So Dr. Wang Kai and me will co-chair this session. Um, I'm the first speaker. My presentation is Seahorse aquaculture. How far can we reach? So 3 topics were presented today. So why do we catch seahorse? Somebody may laugh at me. Why do I ask these simple questions? So I'm not sure you really know the answer. Let's go over answer quickly. Okay, first, seahorse aquaculture is for aquarium, souvenir, and education. Answer is yes. The second, for traditional Chinese medicine, yes. Or for food supplement. Are you sure? I'm not sure. Third, for the conservation. Somebody may say yes, or somebody may say no. Why? Let's talk later. Okay, first of all, traditional Chinese medicine was food. Somebody may not accept the seahorse as traditional Chinese medicine. However, we cannot deny them as a healthy food with high nutrition value. For example, the seahorse has been found with higher content in DHA, EPA, maverick acid, 神经酸, and selenium. 神经酸和那个 selenium 这个含量是在海马里面是非常高的。因为我这个文字写的比较多，所以他老外他可以看。我用中文适当解释一下。神经酸，尤其对老人防老年痴呆，这个是非常重要的。硒的作用大家就更知道了。And contain a lot of bifunctional components, and such as nucleotides 核苷类，和一些那个嘌呤类 ，and small peptides 就是一些小分子肽，这些都是就是中药的它的物质基础。They are the pharmacodynamic material basis for traditional Chinese medicine. More and more studies found support for their pharmacological benefits. If you are interested, you can search online. You can find a lot of papers. Seahorse has been used for many health problems. I list several here. As I mentioned, 抗疲劳第一个，第二个是对高血压很有效果。第三个，抗癌，它硒的含量很高，很多综合性的物质。第三个我刚才讲过，就是说阿尔兹海默症，然后那个风湿性关节炎，这个都是我们老祖宗都已经知道的。然后呢，传的最神乎其神的当然是跟那个男性功能，这也就是为什么外国人诟病我们说中国人什么都是跟什么有关。所以呢，这个呢，我就把它放在最后。I roughly divide the seahorse aquaculture history into 6 stages. Because the seahorse aquaculture for aquarium, the market is very small. So I most focus on China. So 在中国呢，可以大概分为6个阶段。其实大家很多人可能最痛苦的实际上就15年到2020年这个阶段，碰到了很多问题。这个产量一会儿高一会儿低。那为什么我说2021年是一个新的纪元要开始呢？这个我后面慢慢讲。Okay, for aquaculture, the first priority we need to consider is survival. as same as the other species, low survival caused by several factors. For example, diseases, broodstock and juvenile quality, food quality, and the facilities. Diseases, the most concerned is the enteritis. I'm not go over more. Dr. Wang Kai, the next speaker, will introduce detail about enteritis. This disease is usually occurs in the 3 to 6 centimeter juveniles. The cost mortality higher than 80%. Okay, how to prevent the enteritis? I list several ways. The first of all, because this disease is caused by vibros, mostly from the live feeds.
Okay.
So we also need to use probiotics. This is a very useful tool to prevent the enteritis. Also, you can try biflox. Biflox is a pretty good way to, but it's difficult. It's a little bit hard to control, but you can try. The fourth one, I think this might be the future. We need to pay more attention or take more effort to study this, culture them in earth pond. So broodstock and for broodstock and juvenile cohorts, I guess everybody may know, after several generations, the broodstock quality will decline significantly. So low broodstock quality would result in low juvenile qualities. So broodstock, currently, all the broodstock are from white collected. So broodstock replacement with white seahorse is restricted by scientists. So especially in China, it's very hard to get the non-native species because the two most popular aquaculture species, one is the erectus and one is the abdominis from Australia. The erectus from USA. So they are introduced in China several years ago, but currently the quality, broodstock quality declined significantly. So we cannot get the new replacement. So how can we do? So during culture, first of all, we need supply them diversity food. The second, we can conduct genetic improvement research. However, the genetic improvement is time consumed, so we can wait. So the only way I suggest is easing regulations to meet the rising demand for broodstock. So at least, not for all the species, but at least for those species, those popular species for aquaculture. So in China, I guess we hope get the erectus and the other species more easily than now. Okay, for low quality juveniles, two ways are very effective. The first one is culture them in low water transparency， 也就是说在藻水里啊，把那个透明度降下来，这个效率会非常高。The second one is bioflux， 这个呢相对来说难度可能会有点大，如果你控制不好的话，这个效果反而不好。Okay, second challenges in China. In China, the high production cost. The second one is low acceptance, because in China, people think about aquaculture products is always not better than the wild collected. So they prefer to pay more high price to wild collected, not for aquaculture. The policy challenges, 我就用这因为写的比较详细，我就不用英文讲了。任何事情呢都有两个方面。其实呢，如果从正面来说呢，就是说你执法很严，现在执法严了以后，尤其像中国去年和今年的执法，野生的不让卖了以后，那价格就高了。那这个对养殖来说是一个很好的机会。但是从负面角度来说，你这个一弄以后，这个 international trade 呢，就是难度比较大了。难度一大以后，你像 CITES， 你看，如果说我上次在美国本来想引一批进来 ，CITES 它 get the site permit 要9个月 ，it's crazy， 9个月没人愿意去做那个什么出口生意了。那第二个呢，就是说你要说从研究角度来说，我想采一点那个。野生的那个叫什么？你要如果这一本正经的去申请 permit， 申请不到，所以就只能就是你偷偷的去到渔民那去买。那买回来以后，你做实验室没有人管，万一就是说你形成产业了，最后就完蛋了，他会溯源，说你这个从哪儿来的。所以呢，对中国来说还有一个 challenge 呢，就是我们的要点，我们的要点只是5个品种。5个种是认为的，就是养殖这些种都不在要点里面。严格的说，这些种如果说他要认为你是非法的，就是从药厂管理角度来说，你是非法的，药厂就不敢用。所以呢，因为这个是个传统中药，所以呢，现在执法部门呢，他也是睁一只眼闭一只眼。只要你不是特别过分，只要你有来源证明，他对这个种呢，目前还不是特别严。但是，一旦我们产业起来以后，野生的如果都没了。大家都心知肚明，他想抓的时候，那一抓了以后，人家就不敢用。所以这个呢，是对我们养殖来说是一个很大的隐患。因为这些工作呢，我们都在做。Okay, in the future, what we need to consider. So for aquaculture, I guess cost minimization is always we have to consider. It's very easy to understand. I'm not going to talk more. Okay, the second, conflict between conservation and aquaculture. So in the beginning, I said aquaculture is for conservation. Somebody may say yes, somebody may say no, because of there are some conflicts between them. So yesterday, Dr. Vincent and Dr. Zhang talked much detail about the conservation. I'm not going to go over more. I just give you a simple equation. 那我再给一个很简单的公式，就是说我们现在这个状态，就是说是哪些因素，至少是有3个因素 bycatch， 然后 tactic catch， 然后第3个就是都是基本上和那个人类活动有关的。那 which one contribute more？ 在保护界有一句话叫 no man, no king. Is it right on seahorse? I'm not sure. Why? Because seahorse are second called by tactic catch for traditional Chinese medicine or aquarium. have little bit more, some for aquarium, but not for traditional Chinese medicine. So mostly by culture. So what does this mean? That means even not demand, fishermen would not release back them to the sea, especially caught by 拖网。拖网上来的，你放回去也没用，放回去也是死。所以那些渔民，你即使不让他，就是不让他卖了，没人敢去收，他们最多就自己收集起来，放在自己家里送人泡泡酒，或者私下里买。所以这个没有需求，没有 killing， 这个至少对海马是这句话，我是觉得不完全正确。So about habitat degradation and loss. So I just give an example. 日本海马在黄海和那个渤海，其实十几年前，那跟海边的人去聊，他们说以前就是污染特别少的时候，那个边上就是经常能发现，很容易发现。那后来就是说，一个是工业污染，有养殖污染等等，海马就很难发现了。哎，污染一治理以后又好了。所以这个污染是一个很重要，是觉得跟那个有些跟捕捞有关，像日本海马这个案例，跟那个捕捞其实也没有太大关系。I just presented 2 examples about natural population fluctuations. The one is from published paper. The other one is in China, in some areas. 比如说舟山其实那一带的那个三斑海马，其实资源是非常稳定的，非常稳定的。但海南这一带呢，有的时候就是那个叫什么 fluctuate， 所以即使它那个捕捞强度都是一样的。所以这些现象，我举这个例子现象就是说，我们还有很多工作没有解释清楚。所以 my point is habitat degradation and loss is bigger or equal to the bycatch. So my point is the demand is not an exclusive driver to cause seahorse population decline. What's the time? So what should we do? So for scientists, there are many remaining questions regarding natural resource of seahorse need to answer. For the policymakers need to reevaluate the current regulation regarding conservation and trade to facilitate aquaculture. 所以我的意思就是说，你有些政策实际上是影响 aquaculture。So although there might be many difficulties, I always believe seahorse aquaculture has a bright future, especially in China. Why? Because the Chinese government is strictly enforcing the regulations on wild collected seahorse, making the traditional Chinese medicine market price increase sufficiently. This will make the farmed seahorse can become an attractive alternative for traditional Chinese medicine. The second is the pond culture may open a new era for seahorse aquaculture. Because in the pond, the diseases occurrence is much lower than in tank or in tank. This project fund 我们那个 Chinese Foundation for International Cooperation， 我们一个国际合作项目，然后我们国家自然基金，包括还有其他一些项目。Thank you.
I have a question. I'm a doctoral student about there are any antibiotic small peptide involved with immunity, such as antimicrobial peptide, and the proportion of it, the percent of it is what?我想问的是，您说这个海马，因为它有很高的经济价值，其中是因为它含有非常多的小分子多肽。这些小分子多肽它的种类是什么？是否还有与免疫相关的，比如说抗菌肽
Yes.
？Thank you.
This is not my research focus, but if you are interested, you can search a lot of, not a lot of, but several papers, several researchers in Korea and India, even in 中山大学。
哦 ，OK。
中山大学有几个老师都在做这方面研究。
Thank you for your advice.
Thank you.
谢谢。